On July 22, 2026, Samsung held its global Galaxy Unpacked event in London and introduced a major pivot in mobile computing. For the first time, Samsung applied its Ultra badge to a foldable device with the Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra, alongside the standard Z Fold8 and Flip 8. Starting at $2,099, this isn't just an incremental spec bump. Samsung is framing this device as the world's first hardware platform built ground up for Agentic AI. On-device models designed to autonomously execute multi-step workflows without constant app swapping. But as component costs rise across the semiconductor industry, we have to ask, does autonomous AI functionality justify breaking the $2,000 price ceiling? Or are we witnessing the start of an AI hardware tax? Let's analyze the verified hardware, thermal constraints, and software architecture behind this release. Examining the physical chassis, the Z Fold8 Ultra measures 4.1 millimeters when unfolded and weighs 215 grams, making it Samsung's thinnest and lightest inner folding device to date. The core engineering change is what Samsung terms flex titanium display architecture. Below the 8-inch flexible OLED panel, engineers bonded a titanium alloy support film roughly one-third the thickness of a human hair to an articulated titanium subplate. According to engineering white papers, this structure reduces center crease stress deformation while eliminating interior air gaps. Combined with magnetic tensioning hinges, the mechanical design aims to address the long-standing durability concerns of folding glass panels under daily fatigue. Under the hood, the Fold8 Ultra runs on custom silicon, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. The chip features a dedicated neural processing unit, NPU, engineered specifically for low-latency local AI inferencing. Paired with 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM and a 5,000 mAh dual-cell battery system, the silicon is task-allocated to drive dual-screen high refresh rate rendering and concurrent background model calculations. However, pushing continuous NPU workloads inside a 4.1 millimeters chassis introduces significant thermal dissipation challenges. Samsung has incorporated an expanded vapor chamber spanning both halves of the chassis, but long-duration local AI processing will test whether passive cooling can prevent thermal throttling under load. Here is my first question for you, down in the comments right now. If an AI assistant could handle your calendar, respond to emails, and make reservations completely in the background without asking for step-by-step approval, would you trust it? Or do you prefer full manual control over your phone? Let me know below. Understanding the software requires defining Agentic AI. Previous generative AI models relied on static prompts. You type a question, and it gives you a text response. Agentic AI, by contrast, operates with dynamic agency. On the Fold8 Ultra, features like Gemini Notebook can ingest an entire multi-page PDF or a recorded meeting, extract key action items, and cross-reference them with your local files to draft actionable summaries without needing manual prompt sequences. In real-world usage, Samsung demonstrates this through a system framework called Now Nudge. If a colleague sends a chat asking to schedule a project review next Tuesday afternoon, Now Nudge parses the incoming text intent, checks your system calendar for open time slots, and presents a pre-configured schedule invite side by side in multi-window mode. Additionally, pointing the camera at a physical object or location allows the on-device vision agent to pull pricing, locate local suppliers, or execute booking routines in the background while you continue using other applications. The software model moves from reactive user queries to proactive background execution. Turning to the camera hardware, the Z Fold8 Ultra upgrades its primary sensor to a 200-megapixel module, alongside a 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, bringing its primary camera hardware closer to the S-series Ultra line. On the software side, Samsung introduced My Fan Cam, an AI vision tracking algorithm that isolates a selected subject in a crowded scene and applies real-time crop framing and stabilization during video recording. However, to maintain the 4.1 millimeters unfolded profile, Samsung omitted a dedicated high-magnification periscope telephoto lens, a structural design trade-off that prioritizes device thinness over long-range optical zoom performance. The central topic of discussion surrounding the Unpacked launch remains the price tag. Starting at $2,099 for the base 256GB storage configuration, the Z Fold8 Ultra enters a luxury price band. Industry supply chain metrics indicate that rising component pricing, specifically high-density DRAM, advanced NPU packaging, and specialized titanium alloys, is putting upward cost pressure on hardware manufacturers across the board. By establishing a dual foldable tier structure, $1,899 for the standard Z Fold 8 versus $2,099 for the Ultra, Samsung is testing consumer willingness to pay a premium for high-spec materials combined with dedicated local AI processing capability. That brings me to my second question for you today. At a starting price of $2,099, do you see the Fold 8 Ultra as a legitimate desktop replacement for serious productivity? Or has phone pricing officially gone out of touch for normal users? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Beyond price, continuous agentic processing exposes fundamental hardware bottlenecks. Running localized neural networks alongside dual 120Hz OLED displays places heavy demands on the 5,000 mAh battery. While system power management offloads smaller tasks to low-power NPU cores, sustained multi-app agent execution can accelerate battery drain. As pre-orders ship ahead of the August 7th retail release, real-world battery endurance under active AI background processing will be the true benchmark for this device. The Fold 8 Ultra launch also connects directly to Samsung's broader ecosystem strategy. At Unpacked, Samsung previewed its upcoming smart eyewear hardware, built in collaboration with Gentle Monster and Warby Parker, running on Android XR. Within this ecosystem, the Fold 8 Ultra is designed to function as the central processing hub, handling heavy AI compute and sensor data fusion, then streaming contextual visuals to smart glasses. Rather than positioning the smartphone as an isolated screen, Samsung's roadmap links foldable hardware with spatial wearables through unified agentic background software. Wrapping up the analysis, the Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra highlights the current state of consumer tech hardware. Engineering an unfolded thickness of 4.1 mm with flex titanium materials, a 200 MP camera sensor, and a 5,000 mAh battery represents a notable mechanical achievement. Concurrently, Agentic AI marks an architectural transition from basic text prompt generators toward proactive software execution. However, at $2,099, it sits squarely in the early adopter tier. As memory costs and processor manufacturing expenses rise globally, the Fold 8 Ultra serves as a clear indicator of where high-end mobile computing is headed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and share the video. Hit subscribe for deep dive tech analysis, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.